Good Monday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. This is the afternoon update on Tropical Storm Elsa on this Monday, the 5th of July, 2021. The center is now getting on shore, and there's two areas of convection here that have split off, and we can see the high-level outflow boundary now getting into the Florida Straits in southeastern Florida with the cloud shield here. We've got convection underneath the center, which is crossing right about here now, inland, and convection on the south side. So it's two sides here. The convection has seemed to have split. Let's take a look at the latest here. As of 2 o'clock this afternoon, it is located about 22.2 north, 81.6 west. Maximum winds have decreased to about 50 knots now, and that's because it's moving over the land mass here of Cuba. Radius circulation about 90 nautical miles. The maximum radius of the winds are about 15 nautical miles. It's a tight storm and a 50-knot wind radii by quadrant. Let's take a look at this here now. It's passing over. The center is just getting into the land as of 2 o'clock this afternoon. Let's see here. Take a look at a few things here. We'll do that in just a moment. From late this morning, this has not been updated yet, but the Air Force reconnaissance aircraft indicated that Elsa is approaching the coast right now in Cuba, which we showed you. It's getting on land now. Based on the SFMR observed surface winds and aircraft, the intensity is held at about 55 knots. The center drop zone from the plane measured 1,009 millibars with 26-knot winds at the surface. So minimum central pressure estimate is 1,006 millibars, indicating no significant change since yesterday. Tail Doppler wind data from NOAA planes showed that there is an eastward tilt of the center with height, so that the storm continues to have some vertical alignment issues, which we've shown you, and the satellite imagery continues to depict convective banding features over the eastern portion of the circulation, and also we just showed you over the north and south here with the center located near the western edge of the main cloud base. It continues on its northward track, northwest track, with the initial motion estimated at about 310 degrees at 12 knots. Over the next 2 to 3 days, the tropical cyclone should move between the subtropical ridge over the southwestern North Atlantic and the mid-level low over the northern Gulf of Mexico. In the later part of the forecast period, Elsa forecast to accelerate northeast into the westerlies off of the eastern United States coast and into the Atlantic, where it should lose its tropical characteristics in the vicinity of Nova Scotia. Nothing really has changed in the track or intensity or the rainfall estimates or any of that. Heavy rain across the Cayman Islands and Cuba, resulting in significant flooding and mudslides over Cuba, and Elsa's approaches the Florida Keys, the Florida Peninsula, and coastal Georgia through Wednesday. Heavy rainfall results in isolated flash, urban, and minor river flooding mid and late week. Heavy rains across South Carolina and North Carolina may result in isolated flash and urban flooding. Tropical storm conditions and dangerous storm surge are expected to continue across portions of central and western Cuba today, and these will move into the Florida Keys and along the Florida west coast through Tuesday night. Tropical storm warnings are in effect there. Tropical storm watch and a storm surge watch in effect for portions of the west coast of Florida and Florida's Big Bend. The risk of tropical storm conditions and storm surge impacts along the coast of Georgia and the Carolinas is likely on Wednesday and Thursday. Back home in New Jersey here, we have a sea breeze front that has developed across Cape May into Ocean County here, moving inland. It's not very deep or steep. We'll take a look at some of the observations right now. These are the latest observations from this afternoon, and the winds are very light. They're out of the southwest, but they've picked up a few knots in the last couple of hours as the mixing of the day goes on. So south-southwest winds here at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, a little gustier near the coast. Temperatures well into the 80s now. Dew points also into the 60s. The air is mixing out a little bit, broken to scattered cloud cover around the area. And if we take a look at the surface image here, which I think we can, get back out of here and get back into weather data, satellite and radar. We'll do your localized sectors here. Yeah, beautiful puffy cumulus clouds here. Not really showing anything on radar at all. We can see some of the rain bands now associated with Elsa coming on shore here to Santa Clara and points to the north here. getting over the island here of Cuba, just east of La Habana. And also some of the shower and thunderstorm activity now building up on the western flank of this storm system now and getting into the Gulf area here. We have a flash thunderstorm warning here from the National Weather Service in eastern Miami-Dade County, southeastern Florida until 4 o'clock. Thunderstorms located along a line 16 miles east of Key Biscayne to 9 miles east of Black Point, moving north at 30. Hazard 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, and radar expected damage to roof siding and trees. I don't know what happened there. That thunderstorm watch box is gone, or it's not gone. Apparently, I don't know what happened to the box, but the box is gone. Anyway, we have additional showers and thunderstorms here. We took on the lightning. We can definitely see this, and it's quite warm in Florida, as one would imagine. Lots of thunderstorms here. Take the lightning off, and we have a thunderstorm warning for central Collier County in southwestern Florida until about 4:45. Thunderstorms about 11 miles southeast of Golden Gates Estates, moving northwest at 25 miles an hour, and the hazards are 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, damage to trees, roofs, siding, that kind of nature here. We're going to find that because we have the wind flow pattern here, and the wind direction is already coming in from the southwest here, well out ahead of Elsa and from off the Atlantic. Temperatures are quite warm. They're toasty right now, and they're in the mid-80s. A little cooler where the rain is occurring now. They're back into the 70s and lower 80s, low to mid-80s here with the rain. Key West right now looks good at 86, 88 degrees here, 86, 88. Let's see. Do storm reports? Yeah, well, we've got some of those here in Florida, obviously. Show up with thunderstorm marine damage, wind gust here. That's what's showing up there. Other thing I'd like to do is storm tracks. This storm here has rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour and obviously has circulation in it going towards Cochran Island, Collier County, Florida, and Airplane Island in Collier County, Florida within the next 20 to 30 minutes, moving due northwest. National Low-Level Water Vapor Channel, we can see the outflow boundary here from Tropical Storm Elsa as it gets on land now into portions of Cuba, just east of Havana here. The outflow circulation, good outflow here across the Florida Straits, and lots of showers and thunderstorms developing in this area here, which we showed you additional showers and thunderstorms with this upper level low hanging around the Gulfport regions here. So we've got two separate entities here in between a high pressure ridge. So lots of showers and thunderstorms and convection going on here in Texas right now and into the Gulfport regions as well. A couple of flare-ups here in the northern plains along a stalled frontal boundary. Another system diving down, mesoscale system diving down. This area here will likely affect our area. Notice we are in our upper level low is off of Nova Scotia. High pressures and control confluent and convergent flow here in the northern mid-Atlantic, but the flow is out of the northwest aloft. So this center here, it's going to be dropping down, and some of the mesoscale model guidance brings showers and thunderstorms into New York State, Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, Connecticut, the Hudson River Valley, and New York tomorrow. We'll get into that in just a moment. Yeah, it's a pretty active pattern. Look at all of this heat and dry sinking air across the plains and into the desert southwest with thunderstorms here and just dry sinking air, really compressed air here. Wanted to take a look and see if I can get into this. Wanted to get into observations this hour. These are the national temperatures. You can see it. They're hot where the air is sinking. And let's see, dew points. Well, it's muggy. Yeah. And it's definitely dry out here in the west with all this heat. And obviously the forecast is calling for the same kind of thing here with heat advisories. Here in Florida, of course, tropical storm warnings and gale warnings or small craft advisories, and even some flooding here from some of these thunderstorms this afternoon. Let's see. I'm going to get back into hazards, take this off, get into observations and do, let's see, precipitation in Florida. I think we can do it. Let's see, for 1 hour, let's go into about 12 hours here. See if we move this up here. And section this off and see if we can get some rainfall totals here from Florida coming in. Will be coming in. It's refreshing right now. Yeah, some of these showers and thunderstorms capable of heavy downpours. We've had 3/4, half of an inch to 3/4 of an inch, almost an inch in spots here, where any of these heavier downpours have been. And during the last 6 hours, the same kind of thing. Last 3 hours, that is where most of this precipitation is coming from during this morning into the afternoon. And already seeing near the Everglades, 3/4 to a half of an inch of rainfall in some of these showers and thunderstorms. Typical summer afternoon on this Monday, the 5th of July, 86 at Rutgers University's meteorology program in New Brunswick. The wind is slight out of the southwest at about 2, maybe gusting up to occasionally 9 miles an hour out of the southeast. It's hot, but it's not oppressive though. It's 88 summertime temperature here in East Brunswick, also West Deptford, also Hillsborough, Duke, New Jersey, 87 in Red Lion, and also Stewartsville. The chillier spots, if you want to call them, right along the coast here at Harvey Cedars, 76, Seagirt at 76, Atlantic City Marina 78, Seaside Heights 78, and Point Pleasant is pleasant at 78 degrees. Going to go in locally here to the northeast on the HRR model from this afternoon. Things in the water vapor channel, they look interesting. You know, it's summertime. You're going to have precipitable water values better than an inch. All you need is a lifting mechanism, and tomorrow is that lifting mechanism. And that is where the atmosphere is really going to get juicy here as we head into Tuesday afternoon. We can already see this showing up here across the area from, let's say, Rhode Island down through southern Connecticut into northeastern New Jersey, down into Philadelphia. You see these yellows and reds here? That's indication that we're going to have precipitable water values better than 1.5 to 2 inches in spots. And this is showing up nicely, and it's also showing up on the NAM model guidance. It looks like almost like a bow echo coming in, actually, with straight line wind damage. That's what it looks like. Not in this depiction, but on radar, and we'll get to that in a moment. Any of these showers and thunderstorms moving across from that mesoscale convective complex that we saw here, which is now here, will be here tomorrow. You can trace it coming down on the water vapor channel. Very interesting. Now, that is that. I wanted to get into Cape. There's going to be a lot of Cape around the area tomorrow. There's a lot of Cape around the area today. It's going to wax and wane, but tomorrow afternoon, Cape values are going to rise again, well into the 15 to 2,500, 2,700 joules per kilogram in the afternoon. That's going to be very supportive of mixing in the atmosphere. That's going to be very supportive of wind damage in any shower or thunderstorm line that comes through here. And I think what I want to do next is show the radar, simulated radar. So everything's quiet right now, okay? But here comes the disturbance here on Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. Look at this. From Rochester and Syracuse, Buffalo into Connecticut here, Massachusetts actually, dropping down south of Albany. These are some very heavy thunderstorms. And as this atmosphere becomes very moist and unstable with cumulus and vertical motion in the atmosphere, we can be looking at a couple of lines of showers and thunderstorms. First, from Baltimore into Philadelphia and southeastern New Jersey to the coast, and a second line dropping down through northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area into New York City, Connecticut, Long Island. There could be some whoppers in this. Strong winds, hail, lightning, and wind damage. Yes. One of the other things I wanted to look at this afternoon was the NAM model guidance's heat index at 3 kilometers near the surface here. Again, we're going to be rocking and rolling around here tomorrow. Starting out tomorrow morning, where heat indices already by 10, 11 getting into the lower 90s, getting up into 101, 102 in the urban heat island areas here of northeastern New Jersey, the Philadelphia I-95 corridor, excepting the shorelines, the north and south shore of Long Island. You can see it here. And it's going to wax and wane again and then come up again on Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, again, the same situation. In the Philadelphia I-95 Trenton corridor, northeastern New Jersey corridor, New York City. Dangerous heat coming up. Hydration of non-alcoholic beverages is a requirement. Another thing I wanted to look at is tomorrow's showers and thunderstorms and the lightning data. Look at this lightning coming in from the northwest to the southeast, crossing over the Hudson River Valley area into New York Harbor, into New York City, northeastern New Jersey. Any of these showers and thunderstorms are capable of very vivid lightning and hail. And we'll get into the hail in just a moment. There is going to be pretty warm air aloft during this period, but we still could see some hail out of some of these showers and thunderstorms. Most of this will be wind damage and heavy downpours, localized flooding, and of course lightning in that, which could bring down trees, and we could be dealing with some power outages here again as we get through the day on Tuesday evening. NEM HRR model 18Z through Tuesday. Here comes the showers and thunderstorms, and any of these are capable in this area and this area here to produce nearly an inch of rain in spots. And it looks like it's going to be New York City bullseye here and central northern Long Island here by the afternoon and evening hours. Yeah, it's possible.